Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today, we are going to explore one of the most fascinating coins in modern Philippine numismatic history, the Philippine 1 Piso coin of 1990. At first glance, it may seem like just an ordinary coin, but once we peel back the layers of history, economy, and design, you will realize that this small piece of metal carries with it a wealth of stories, symbolism, and national pride. The year 1990 was part of a crucial era in Philippine history, just a few years after the People Power Revolution of 1986. The nation was in a period of rebuilding, reform, and economic adjustment. The government was working towards stability, and coins like the 1 Piso became symbols of the country's effort to modernize its economy while still honoring its past. The 1 Piso coin of 1990 was part of the Engi Bagong Lipunan coin series, first introduced in 1975. This series reflected President Ferdinand Marcos' program that aimed to symbolize a new society. But by the time 1990 arrived, this coin series had outlived the Marcos era and had become a bridge into the post-revolution years, circulating heavily in the everyday lives of Filipinos. On the obverse side, the coin proudly featured the profile of José Rizal, the Philippine national hero. His likeness has appeared on many denominations, but his placement on the 1 Piso coin carried special meaning. Rizal symbolized not only intellectual brilliance, but also the sacrifices made for freedom and reform. His image on a daily use coin reminded millions of Filipinos of the values he fought for. The reverse side bore the text, Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year 1990, and the denomination 1 Piso. It also displayed the country's official seal, representing sovereignty and the authority of the nation. To many, this reverse design was not only about money, it was about the identity and resilience of the Philippines. What made the 1990 Piso historically special was the transitional role it played in coinage. The Philippine Central Bank was beginning to phase out the Bagong Lipunan series in favor of a new family of coins, which would eventually emerge in 1995. Thus, the 1990 Piso stood at the threshold between two major coinage eras, making it highly interesting to collectors today. Materially, the 1 Piso 1990 coin was made of copper nickel, giving it durability and a silver-like shine. It had a weight of around 14 grams and a diameter of 29 millimeters, making it larger and heavier compared to today's lighter Piso coins. For many Filipinos who held it in their hands, the coin felt solid, a reflection of strength and value. During the early 1990s, inflation and economic reforms were changing the buying power of the Piso. While 1 Peso could still buy simple street foods like candies, rice snacks, or jeepney fare, its purchasing power was already declining compared to the 1970s. The 1990 coin thus became a marker of a period when the Philippine economy was struggling but resilient. 1990 coin retained many similarities, but showed the marks of wear in design quality. This suggests the mint was producing large quantities quickly to meet demand, making it an authentic snapshot of the era's economic pressures. Another fascinating aspect is its circulatory journey. These coins traveled in pockets across provinces, cities, and islands. Each coin may have passed through countless hands: farmers, students, soldiers, vendors, and even overseas workers returning home. In that sense, each coin silently witnessed the daily struggles and triumphs of Filipinos. The 1990 Piso also holds educational importance for younger Filipinos today. Encountering this coin provides a chance to learn about the nation's economic past and the figures who shaped its history. It serves as a tangible lesson in history, economy, and identity. Some collectors also see the 1990 coin as a symbol of resilience. Despite the economic challenges of the time, typhoons, political instability, and recovery from dictatorship, the coin remained strong in circulation, embodying the survival spirit of the Filipino people. Interestingly, variations of the coin exist, particularly in terms of mint, luster, and slight striking differences. Such variations, though minor, add to its collectible intrigue, especially for specialists who study every detail of Philippine coinage. 1990 Piso is no longer in circulation, but it lives on in collections, exhibitions, and the memories of those who grew up with it. Its legacy is not just about monetary value, but about cultural and historical significance. In the coin market, a 1990 Piso in ordinary circulated condition may not fetch high prices, but a well-preserved uncirculated piece can attract collectors willing to pay several times its original face value. Its worth lies not only in rarity but in the story it carries. For historians, the coin stands as a symbol of continuity from colonial struggles to independence, dictatorship to democracy. The Piso has been a silent witness. The 1990 issue in particular represents the resilience of the Philippines during a turbulent but hopeful decade. Think of the amazing effect. Holding this coin today is like holding a piece of the 1990s Philippines in your hand. It's a time capsule of culture, politics, and economics condensed into a single silver-colored disc. It is also worth noting that the coin bridges generational memory. Parents who used the 1990 Piso can now show it to their children and explain how life, value, and money have changed over time. This makes the coin not just currency but also a conversation starter. The design choice of Rizal also has a deeper meaning. Placing the great national hero on the most common coin meant that his presence was in every Filipino's pocket daily, subtly inspiring patriotism and reminding people of the values of freedom and progress. Finally, the 1991 Piso coin remains a treasured artifact. It's more than money, it's heritage. Every scratch tells a story. Philippine coinage for over a century, evolving through Spanish, American, and independent Philippine eras. The earliest quarter centavo coins appeared under American colonial rule in the early 1900s, though back then they were made of copper, nickel, and carried designs of liberty and the Filipino laborer. By the time the Philippines gained full independence in 1946, the 25 centimo was already an established small denomination in the national currency. The Philippine peso underwent several design changes in the mid to late 20th century. In the 1960s, coins were still quite large and often made from more valuable metals, but inflation and practical usage gradually pushed designs toward smaller, lighter coins. The 25 centimo became a staple for everyday transactions, especially in public markets and transport fares. 1995, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) launched the BSP coin series, which included a brass-colored 25 centimo featuring Juan Luna, the famous Filipino painter and revolutionary. This series became the backbone of Philippine coinage for nearly 2 decades. But by the early 2010s, the coins had begun to lose their luster and were prone to discoloration, making them harder to recognize. In the early 2010s, the BSP began research into a new generation currency and GC coin series. The goals were to the 2015 25 centimo introduced a stylized Philippine flag set on the obverse, replacing historical portraits. The year of minting appears below, with the denomination boldly stated. This design choice reflects modernism, but still ties to the 1896 Philippine Revolution, whose spirit is embodied in the 8 rays of the sun. The reverse design places the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas logo at the center, signifying the institution's role in safeguarding the economy. Surrounding it is the inscription, Republica ng Pilipinas, reaffirming national identity. Unlike the brass-bladed steel of older coins, the 2015 version uses nickel-plated steel. This change gives the coin a silver appearance, extends its lifespan, and makes it more resistant to tarnish from daily handling, important in a tropical climate like the Philippines. At 20 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.5 grams, the 2015 25 centimo is light, yet distinct enough for tactile recognition. The smooth edge is a practical choice for small denominations, differentiating it from larger coins with reeded edges. 2015 inflation had reduced the coin's buying power, but it remained crucial for exact change in jeepneys, tricycles, buses, and sari-sari stores. For commuters and small vendors, the 25 centimo still helped round off transactions. When first introduced, the 2015 25 centimo and its NGC siblings drew mixed reactions. Some welcomed the clean, modern look, others missed the portraits of national heroes. Over time, however, the public adapted and the coin became part of everyday commerce. While it holds little numismatic premium today in circulated coins, the 25 centimo coin from the Philippines, minted in 2015, is a small yet fascinating piece of modern Filipino numismatic history. It belongs to the new generation currency coin series, a set of redesigned coins released by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) to enhance security features, improve durability, and modernize the nation's currency. By the early 2010s, Philippine coins from the 1995 BSP coin series had been circulating for nearly 2 decades. Over time, many coins suffered from wear, counterfeiting attempts, and reduced public recognition due to tarnishing. In 2014, the BSP began introducing the NGC coin series in phases, and the 2015 25 centimo was part of The initial rollout. The front of the 2015 25 centimo coin prominently features the stylized Philippine flag's sun, an iconic national emblem with 8 rays representing the 8 provinces that first revolted against Spanish rule in 1896. Above it is the denomination 25 centimo in bold lettering, with the year 2015 at the bottom. Unlike earlier series that carried portraits of Filipino heroes, the NGC coins embraced a modern minimalist design, symbolizing a forward-looking nation while honoring traditional elements. On the reverse, the coin bears the text Republica ng Pilipinas